Welcome to streaming. Oh, hey, Kat. Yeah, that was Ado. That song. Well, actually, let me ask. I'm using a new headset. Can you hear me by any chance? But yeah, I love Ado. Like Chocolate Cadabra. Actually, how do I sound? Because I've tried doing sound tests, but like, you always sound different to yourself. Like, do I at least sound clear, or does it sound like I'm speaking through a fucking jar or something? But also, welcome. Oh, the music is low. Okay. So I just need to adjust a little bit. How's this? Like, how's the sound mixing? Cause like you could test so many times and then you have scuff or something. Also, sorry for having you be like the tester, but welcome to the what is the limits on the graphic language room exactly? And that's better. Um, Pretty much no slurs. Cause like I know that some folks get comfortable with reclaiming stuff, but I have no what means of like verifying. And I don't want to be digging through people's pages just to make sure that they can say whatever they feel the need to say. Like, I understand reclamation and stuff, but like, that's something that I don't want to have to moderate, so I just rather ban it all and not be bothered, personally. But, that's pretty much the only limitation. Also, don't be like, we'll make the occasional, I guess, off color joke in here. Have I ever made have I ever made any thirsty comments in here about like any characters that I like? Like just don't be yeah, just part of my vocabulary. Okay, that's fine. Um and sometimes I'll occasionally make like the occasional off-color thirsty comment, but I won't be graphic about like explicit. Like I won't be talking about wet noises or something. But but yeah. But pretty much today we're gonna draw. I just forgot to open the darn drawing program though. But welcome to chat. Welcome to stream. How's everybody been doing? I haven't streamed since last Wednesday. And damn, I opened the wrong program. Give me a moment. My mind is running 1,000 miles a minute. I'm trying to open the damn drawing program. Come on, Clip Studio. I know I updated you yesterday. Okay, now we're good. But pretty much what we're going to do today is do what we've been doing since the dawn of time. And by dawn of time, I mean since the dawn of me actually doing drawing streams. Because technically, I started streaming with Subnautica, and then I realized that I fucking suck at Subnautica. What games do I like? I tend to prefer solo play games because I feel like whenever I play co-op games, not only do I suck at it, but I feel like I can't perform. So I rather do stuff like stealth games or rogue lights by myself. I also like exploring games like Minecraft. I like co-op at the best of times, but I have to be in a very specific mood. Where is that picture for Damien? There it is. Yeah, this is a good song. I hate. I have a strong dislike of Maury Calliope, but this is a song that I do like, and I always have like the happy mental image of Amanda Waller breaking it down. Like I love the memes about Suicide Squad Isekai, how everybody calls Amanda busted down wallet. Because like Amanda Waller is actually one of my favorite DC villains, and I kind of get sad at the way that she's written in modern day times. Because because like she's supposed to be a very difficult antagonist to go against, right? Like she's pretty much like, I feel like she's kind of evil Batman because they're both like regular humans who are capable of bringing superpowered folks to their needs. Oh, she's definitely a villain. And the reason why I say that is because like what makes somebody villainous is the lack of remorse that they have. And even though Amanda has expressed some regrets with her job depending on the run, like she still feels entitled or even convicted in her decisions because, well, it's still supporting the bottom line of maintaining the power of the US military and stuff. And the measures that she does towards sabotaging the people who help keep America safe with the Justice League and also like violating people's autonomy and stuff, that very much makes her villainous. And like being a lawful evil and being a villain, they aren't mutually exclusive. Like lawful evil is just a type of villain to me, I feel. Especially with many of the lawful evil characters that I'm familiar with, like Tywin Lannister, like Javert from Les Miserables. Like like to me a villain could be complex and still be a villain. Like, it's unfortunate that villainy is like usually associated with like Disney stuff. But like people also forget that Disney princess films, they're like marketed towards little kids, so it has to be very simplified. But even then I can't even say that because like characters like Gaston and Mother Gothel and Claude Frollo, they represent some very or some semi complex ideas and stuff, with Gaston representing misogyny and Mother Gothel being parental abuse. Trying to kill everyone in this room but me and start over. Yeah, I do find that funny, or at least it can be funny depending on the situation. Actually, I got to change my playlist. I haven't adjusted this playlist technically. Oh, I just realized that there's only 3 songs on this one. I clicked the wrong streaming playlist because this one was still in the making. Okay, we're gonna play. We're gonna play like some. Um, give me a moment. I gotta find something. I want to say play the like songs. We're gonna listen to my light songs, my liked songs. So it'll be anywhere. But yeah, Amanda, she may mess up, but she always got like a next move. Let's see. I'm trying to see how to draw this vest. I forgot how to do that. Rest in peace. I'm having a hard time. I'm not having a hard time, actually. I got something good for if you play any fighting games, RPG, like combat or whatever. Um, I guess make a recommendation. I'll consider. I like the aesthetics of fighting games, but I really don't play them. Well, whenever I think of fighting games, I think of like the tournament fighting games like Mortal Kombat and stuff, but that's not the only kind of fighting games. Because to be honest, any game that has combat as like its main aspect is a fighting game to me. I consider the Batman Arkham series to be a fighting game, but it's stealth combat. Get Ready by Rael. Actually, let me write that down. I'll put in a Also, if anybody's wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking up Oh, song suggestion. I'm not taking any at the moment. Or actually, I could kind of look it up now. Song suggestion. I can look it up. Get ready. Well, no, I can see. We're listening to it now. I gotta find. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, if anybody's wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking up a code reference. Cause I forgot how codes work. We love it when you haven't drawn a specific article of clothing in a while. So huge Monster Hunter fan. That's yeah. This definitely gives video game trailer music, for lack of a better term. Like, has there ever been music that you've listened to that sort of made you I need to make this longer. That sort of made you think of uh-huh. Like one song that I really like is Earth Gangs. I can't remember what's the name of the song, but that was for the Spider-Man 2 game on the PS5. I really love that song. And then I'm gonna turn down the opacity because I need to add the the tears for the distress. Oh yeah, I should shout out this person. So I'm doing a commission for a client named Damien, also known as Curse Savior. Damien is an amazing VTuber with a semi horror theme, and we talk about stuff all the time. To be honest, we need to do a collab. Like, technically, we have done a collab, but that was through a Twitter space. But here you go. One of these days, I will actually fully configure my One of these days, I'm gonna fully configure my Steam Deck so I could just have automatic commands to shout out folks. 3,475 like songs on Spotify. I got suggestions for months, but I won't be pushy when you say no. Yeah, we'll take it a little bit at a time. Especially when I have a specific like okay, I'm very particular and this isn't anything against like taking suggestions from anyone, but it's more like usually whenever I go into a stream, I kind of have a specific music vibe going on, and it's not even about like the entertainment aspect. Um, Sometimes to help me draw better, I would make specific playlists to match specific moods depending on what I'm drawing. Like usually whenever I have a drawing stream, I'm like listening to city funk or not city funk, city pop and future funk. Okay, it doesn't matter if it looks messy because it's supposed to be torn. But I appreciate it though. I'm glad that you want to share these kinds of things. It's nice to talk about things that you like. I'm trying to do that more often because sometimes I could be a professional hater. Like it's like that one song. Oh, did it replay? Oh, it replayed. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the fall playlist because it's almost there. We're getting there. Although it is gonna be how many songs is in this? It's in the making because so I've just recently got into industrial music, for example, because I have a problem. I got into this show called Golden Kamui, and somebody made a character playlist off of one of my favorite characters in the show. And I'm convinced that industrial music, whether that's like pop or rock, is like his thing. So I've been getting into it on a deeper level because I was already aware of like industrial music. I know who Nine Inch Nails is. Who else? Well, I mainly know Nine Inch Nails. Even though some of the other music that's in this playlist is also like goth music, like Typo Negative and stuff. And I know of Typo Negative because of this one video. Like, okay, something that you're gonna learn about me since you're a first time chatter. Well, I don't even know if you lurked here before, but if this is your first day coming over, something that you're gonna learn about me is how I remember things through associations because I got pattern recognition, like a weird pattern recognition when it comes to certain things. And how I remember learning about type O negative was through this one video from 10-second songs, who's this guy who would make covers, and he would make these funny covers in the styles of multiple different styles of music and stuff. Like he would do it in the multiple different styles of different specific artists, and he did a compilation. He did the Nightmare Before Christmas. No, he did several different gothic songs in the style of the Nightmare Before Christmas. So he did like Dracula by Rob Zombie in the tune of the Sandy Claus song, right? I can understand when streamers say no. Either they aren't interested or someone ruined. Maybe they'll listen after stream. You can only hope I remain respectful. I thrive in advisor. Being disrespectful is useless. Yeah. Oh, you follow me in someone else's chat? That's so cool. I'm happy to know that I made such an impression that you would show up over here. But I appreciate it. I almost forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the Nightmare Before Christmas thing. And the last song was Black Number One, and the tune of that one song where Jack and Sally were singing together, where it was like loving you is like loving the dead. And I'm like, oh, that sounds poetic. I'll look it up. And I love typo negative actually because like he be funny as hell. And the lead singer, what's his name? Well, not he. They are a group. The lead singer is somebody else. Typo negative. Peter Steele, I really like love his lyricism because sometimes it's like mysterious and dirty and whatnot, and other times it's like straight up hilarious. Like, for example, he's got a song called "Christian Woman," which is like the typical type tale about sexually repressed Protestant, and or maybe she's Catholic because I don't know. I wish that there was like some distinctions between like Christian trauma music. I don't know. I grew up Baptist. I would like to be validated in my experiences because not all Christianity is cut the same. But Either I follow them from someone else's chat, randomly see on my homepage, or I see an emote I like, and that's pretty interesting. Ah, let's see. How do I end up following people? Sometimes it's talking to people and seeing collabs. Sometimes I just see a design and be like, huh, I want to see how this works in motion. Like, what kind of person would have this kind of taste? Morbid curiosity. Like, it's amazing how stuff like that happens. And then, what else be happening? But then, what else? I'm trying to think. With Peter Still's music, sometimes he'd be straight up funny. Cause when I was talking about Christian woman, he is the only person that I would allow. You know that one joke that is just like, oh, forgive me, daddy. I've been naughty. No, it's forgive me. He is the only one who can make that joke because his line delivery makes it funny. Whenever I hear it for anybody else, I get bored. Like he paved the way for those kinds of jokes, which is both brilliant and unfortunate to me. Like that joke is so tired. I'm like, can y'all come up with some new comedy? Like I don't know. I'm bored of I'm bored of Catholic themes. Like I'm tired of the sexy nun trope. I'm tired of like the Catholic religious allegory, especially when it comes to anime fandoms. Because it's just like it's given very Eurocentric, and I'm bored. Like JJK for an example, like Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, I get a haircut earlier today and still covered in loose cut hairs. I got a shower, but I'll return. We'll leave your stream open to get redeem points. See you in a bit. Okay, but I'll continue this rant to anybody else who's listening. Have a good shower. I pray for your scalp. But for example, um, I've seen so many like priest AUs and stuff when it came to Jujutsu Kaisen, and that confuses the fuck out of me because like it confuses the fuck out of me because like my thing is Jujutsu Kaisen, or at least I find it unimaginative and unfortunate because Jujutsu Kaisen it takes a lot of inspiration from say, well, not from say, but from Hinduism and Buddhism, and there's like art references within the show and like the official art that draws those parallels because like Ghetto was drawn as the Buddha and stuff, and Gojo has direct parallels to Buddha because when he confronts a character named Toji, because I'm trying not to spoil too much because I don't know how far anybody's gotten with this damn show, but with this damn series. But when he confronts a character named Toji, he refers to himself as the Honored One, which is a reference to Journey of the West when Buddha is confronting Sun Wukong and admonishing him for the chaos that he's causing in the community. That he's causing in the heavens because Sun Wukong was doing something to disrupt the heavens. I can't remember. I gotta read Journey to the West or watch it or something. So it's just like you have and then it's not even just that, like aside from the art references and whatnot, the hand symbols may are making references to manji, which are what you use during meditation, and they are like specific symbols that draw parallels to the deities within the Hindu pantheon and stuff. And To me, that's like really rich culture. It's culture. And I feel like some people are missing out by just clinging to like Catholic imagery and stuff, and it gives very Eurocentrism vibes because like Catholicism exists in Japan, but it's like different in terms of like decoration and art and stuff. And I think it would be nice if I'm trying to see which layer is the pants. All of this is pants. It would be nice if people were willing to like engage with like maybe the Japanese execution and cultural lens of Christianity, but no, nobody even wants to do that. And somebody's probably gonna be in this chat and be like, Jayla, if you want this so badly, then why don't you draw it? And it's just like that's true. But the thing is, drawing Gojo is fucking hard, and I'm in the process of like drawing so many things, and I shouldn't have to be the only one to make things that I want to see. Like I understand that mentality of if you want to see it, then you make it thing. And I do have the ability to draw, and I do have a lot of imagination. But at the same time, sometimes I don't want to have to like be the change that I want to see in the damn world, because it feels like I'm the only one who cares. Like, why do I have to do that? Also, for anybody who's still here, there's gonna be an ad in about a minute, and it'll be for like 3 minutes. So like, be mindful. I will pause talking for those 3 minutes because I don't want anybody to miss out on what I have to say. I want to be a bit considerate. But y'all will be listening to semi spooky vibes. But that should start in a few moments. That's for water. Well, what was I thinking about again? Oh yeah, it feels like I be the only person who gives a fuck sometimes. And I guess call it stubborn, where I want to be catered to, but I'm not willing to do the work. But I guess if anybody who doesn't know me, I actually make a lot of stuff that I want to see personally. I tend to make the stuff that I want to see. It's just that usually I be the only one making the stuff that I want to see. And when you do that for like a long time, it could be very isolating and exhausting. Then I need to see if the outfit looks the same in the back. Maybe it does look the same in the back. Okay. Also, fun fact about Peter Steele. He's the voice inspiration for Nathan Explosion in the show Metalocalypse. Metalocalypse is this show on Adult Swim, which is about this rock band called Death Clock, and these grown man children. Because holy shit, do they act like man children? Um, they're in this metal band where you have to like sign a waiver. You have to sign a waiver to go to a concert because every time there's a concert, people die. Interesting stuff, but I love the music. I really love the music. But it's a really good band. Metalocalypse. Like I love their music unironically. Even though it's sort of a parody of rock, but it's also but the thing about parodies, even though it's making fun of the thing, it's doing it as a tribute, as a love letter, versus satire, which makes fun of a thing in order to critique it. And I think that's really nice. Like for example, in there's an episode where the band goes to learn about the blues because they're dealing with a creative block, and they go to learn about the origins of rock music in order to get back to their roots and stuff, cuz rock music didn't just come from blues. Rock music came from multiple different sources, but blues is one of the major music contributors to the genre, right? So they end up meeting with this one person named Mashed Potato Johnson, this one blues singer named Mashed Potato Johnson, who ends up mentoring them. And there's a song that they create called Murder Train a Comin' Blues. And there's this one part where Squiskar, who's this I think he's Swedish, he's some kind of Nordic guitar player, and he's a hoe, and he's really good at playing guitar. But like he had a hard time playing the guitar slowly to go with like the more slow, um, swing time beats of beats of beats of damn. I'm gonna cry. Beats of blues, and he would just add too many notes, and when he did his guitar solo it sounded like a bunch of nonsense, right? But when if you know how blues works, like blues scales, he was actually still technically playing the blues even though it was in a very unconventional way, because he was playing a blues scale. He was just playing so many damn notes that it didn't sound right. Okay. Save. Yeah, this is a really long song. I keep forgetting that Peter Steele songs are like really long. Like his stuff can range from 5 to 12 minutes. Like it's hard out here. I like how I'm saying it's hard out here as if it's hard to listen to his stuff. I like his music. I could listen to it no problem. Not to mention, like, I can't remember what time period it was when songs used to be long as hell. Like, I could understand 80s pop music because you were playing this in the club. So they wanted to give you time to actually get into the beat and break it down. Like, I get it. Like, it's hard out here. But yeah. But right now I'm just working on the detailings. I love having to refine things. Okay. So I got these shoes ready. Did the chat disconnect? Chat disconnect. And then what else to do? Let's see. Hmm, let me change the color. We love the ugly mess that is the sketching stage. Okay, so I just need to I need to add. It's hard out here. I probably should have added the fraying. Let's see. Rip sleeve. Sleeve. Vest. Look up a rip sleeve vest. Okay, so what I need to do is rip sleeve vest. Also, I'm so sorry that I'm like in focus mode. I should probably make a sticky note as a PNG on my stream so that when anybody walks in and is just like, "Why are you so quiet?" It's because I'm in focus mode. I'm not ignoring you. I love y'all. I want to talk to y'all. Do I have any water? Did I forget to bring some water to the damn function? Okay, I got some water. I'm okay. I'm drinking water. Okay. Rob Zombie is an interesting character in the sense that this dude made horror movies that I have no intention of watching. I'll just watch James A. Janice talk about it on the kill count. I love the kill count. For those who don't know, the kill count is a YouTube page that is dedicated towards looking at the kill count is a segment on a YouTube page called Dead Meat, actually. Dead Meat is a podcast hosted by James and Chelsea Janice, or at least I think that's her last name now since they've gotten married. I don't know if she changed it or not. But James and Chelsea, they go over like the history and the production side of horror media, usually about film, but sometimes they've had covered stuff concerning like horror on stage. Particularly two things that stand out to me is Sweeney Todd and Little Shop of Horrors, because how I got into Dead Meat actually was the kill count episode of Sweeney Todd, because I used to be into this one YouTube page called Sideways, the which would talk about movie soundtracks, which would talk about movie soundtracks and like analyze how the the composer conveys certain emotions or themes through music and whatnot. And there was a video about Sweeney Todd and how it utilizes the Dies Irae, or the Day of Reckoning, which is a famous operatic piece, which is about like which is pretty much about the Book of Revelation and the coming of the apocalypse and stuff. Hence the Day of Reckoning. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to see how I could feasibly do this vest and make it look decent. Let's see. I need to add a hood. That's another important aspect of it. Draw hood. But James also did the kill count of Sweeney Todd within a couple of days of that video. So that's how I ended up seeing it in my feed. And I like knowing how things work, especially when it comes to media. And Sweeney Todd is one of my favorite musicals. I tend to like horror musicals. So it's far. hmm. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to draw a hood. Welcome to my hood. Speaking of hood things going on, has anybody been seeing the beef that's been going on Twitter in real time with Nicki Minaj having a fucking breakdown? I'm tired of that woman. Cause like, okay, for context, Kendrick Lamar was chosen to be the person to do the halftime show performance at the upcoming Super Bowl in February, right? And it's gonna be in Louisiana, and people are saying that Lil Wayne should have been the one chosen to be the act for that because Louisiana, because New Orleans is gonna be in New Orleans, and he's like a New Orleans rapper and stuff. And I understand the sentiment, but like, not every like that would be a nice tradition to have with the Super Bowl talent being folks representing, their own place, but like no. And the reason why I say no is because I feel like that's unnecessary because previous Super Bowls have not done that. Like Usher isn't from Las Vegas, and yet they had him as the Super Bowl act because he was already performing in Vegas. And I think it's fine for them to want to have Kendrick Lamar since he's culturally in right now. Like Lil Wayne is a very influential talent, but he hasn't really done anything recently. He hasn't done anything recently. Like he's been out of commission for a bit. And also a lot of people don't like him because he's very colorist. Because I remember how apparently he and 50 Cent went on like a rant about how they don't like dark skinned women, which is very ironic to say. I have a problem with dark skinned men who have something to say about dark skinned women because you're literally the same shade. But then I have to remind myself that colorism affects men differently than how it affects women. When, for those who don't know about colorism and how that functions, because we live in a Eurocentric society, and because of how darkness is usually associated with masculinity and stuff, darker skinned women may have their womanhood come into question for being dark skinned, but dark skinned men don't go through that because, like, it's associated with masculinity. You're less likely to be considered a man if you're light skinned in some regards, which is why you tend to not see um, a lot of lighter skinned men black men in like action roles or love interest roles and stuff. They do exist. Hey, Pass. I'm doing good. I am. Of course, I'm drawing, and then I'm also talking about Twitter stuff. Cause like there is. Are you seeing Nicki Minaj's breakdown in real time right now, and how she keeps what is it called? She keeps sneak tweeting Beyonce. Cause I was talking about the context of it, how Kendrick Lamar was chosen to be the headliner for the Super Bowl. You know, he's got to perform at the Super Bowl. And hopefully, she's been having a breakdown. She's had multiple breakdowns and stuff because the culture is turning on her. Because people are realizing, like, okay, for the record here, fuck Nicki Minaj. Because, like, it really bothers me that she's labeled as the queen of rap when, yeah, she revitalized female rap. But the thing is, I don't even think that she revitalized female rap. It's more like she benefited from the gap due to the existing um this is the existing misogyny within the field. Because remember, she got into rap by doing rap pop, since pop is already welcoming to women. It's heavily dominated by women, so she could rap on a pop beat and use that as an end instead of trying to get in through traditional rap due to the heavy misogyny during that time. And after she got popular from pop, then she transitioned fully to rap. But even though she's been an inspiration for many female rappers today, she really did start collaborating and fostering new talent until Cardi B did it. There were other people besides them, like Remy Ma and MIA, who was Indian, and some other folks, but like there definitely was I guess, a decline because of existing industry issues. Oh, and Miss Hill. It was like after the early 2000s, female rap started to slow down, which is very unfortunate. Until Nicki Minaj like came in through the pop scene and stuff. But I wouldn't necessarily say that she revitalized female rap because, like, aside from Missy Elliott, she was pretty much on her own. She would only collaborate with singers unless that singer was the person in charge of the collaboration and decided to have another female rapper, like with you know how when she performed with Madonna for the Madonna song with the "Give Me All Your Love" and how they had MIA on the stage for it. Are these studs? Oh, web pin. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at maybe Assassin's Creed hoodie. There was an Assassin's Creed hoodie that had the hood and the Pete Cook thing. I need to have to do and I not to ask why yours is to do. I need to make the hood a lot bigger. Well, I need to make it wider. That's the problem. But what was I saying again? I say, to me personally, the real queen of rap should be Missy Elliott, not Nicki Minaj. because Missy Elliott is one of the few female rappers from when rap earlier got from the older rap gang, and she has maintained relevance for such a huge amount of time, because like a lot of the earlier female rappers, some of them may still be relevant but not because of rap. Like Queen Latifah, she's relevant but she hasn't done music in a long time. She maintained her relevancy through acting, for example. Meanwhile, Missy Elliott, she's still in music. She's constantly collaborating with and fostering new talent because she helped get Fly and the Boss the boost that they needed to like, spread their notoriety outside from like the TikTok videos and whatnot. She's the first black female to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She has an honorary degree, I think an honorary music degree from Berkeley and stuff. And she's like, the reason why I consider her a queen, it's not enough to just be famous and to get accolades, but it's also about fostering community. And to me, Nicki Minaj is antithetical to that because of how many bridges that she's burned, because she does not want to be outshined in any regard. And I think that that's a very sad way to live, because now you're being known as somebody who tears the industry apart in order to maintain your security at the top, instead of somebody who actually fosters community. But that's how I feel about it. But let me see. Hmm. And then I gotta make sure to add. Also, I joined a little early and I heard something about Kendrick, the Super Bowl, and Little Wayne. Yeah, I was mentioning Nicki Minaj because like she's ranting on Twitter right now in light of that, because a bunch of people are she's ranting about how Lil Wayne should be one of the headliners for the Super Bowl because he's actually from Louisiana. But it's just like, if the Super Bowl has never functioned off of who was from the venue and using that to choose who was going to do it. You pay to do the Super Bowl and they decide if you're like the best fit. And they're going to pick Kendrick because he's the most active. He's one of the most active performers right now. And he's released some dance bangers. It's sad that this beef with technically this beef, because everybody's just like, I need this beef to be over, bro. This beef has been going on for years. I've heard Kendrick sneak diss Drake in All the Stars for the Black Panther soundtrack, which came out in 2018, mind you. And mind you, the beef was going on before that. That's how long these niggas been at each other's throats. I heard about Kendrick doing a solo. Yeah, so it's just like, it's whatever. It's just, this is just the boiling over of it. I heard about Kendrick. Hold on. Let me look at it on the phone. Like, I hate OBS. I wish that OBS would let the chat block be bigger, and I don't want to have to detach it just to look at the thing. Heard about Kendrick doing a solo in the Super Bowl. The whole thing is gonna go crazy in regards to Drake bigger. Like, yeah, it's literally a direct callback to, what was it, first person shooter. So yeah, what do you want? Web pen. I guess it would be something like this. Actually, one, two, three, four. Okay. Is there anything else that Damien wanted specifically that isn't based on color? Okay. But now I'm gonna add more stuff to this fall playlist because I want spooky vibes and stuff. I'll actually play like in a few minutes. I'll play "Turn Out the Lights" by Kim Petras, and I'll also be sure to add more goth music and like more visual K because I'm making a goth playlist because why not? Um, why not? I just need to. We need more. Let me go ahead and turn out the lights. Turn off the lights. I keep saying turn out the lights. For those who don't know, turn off the light is such a transformative piece of media for me because there was a OC that I was having a hard time creating, and my friend from college recommended Kim Petras to me, so I was like just gradually getting into her music. And when I found out that she had a Halloween album, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll listen to it because we don't have enough of those. Usually, stars they make Christmas albums and stuff, and that's fine and all. I love Jesus, but like we need more spooky. And here comes Turn Out the Light because the only I'm trying to think about it. The only Halloween albums that I know we got are Oingo Boingo, which is Dead Man's Party. Oingo Boingo are the guys who made Weird Science and Turn Off the Light. And I don't count Michael Jackson's Thriller because that's only one song. So no. So yeah, Turn Out the Light really was a godsend for me because I needed the spooky. Dun, 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 dun. Soundtrack of The Crow. I have not. I haven't even watched The Crow. And then apparently it's a movie adaptation of a book. There will be blood. Run for your life. Go say your last goodbye. Oh, it's a comic. Okay. I'll try to listen to it. I'll add it to my list of things. I just need more spooky stuff. Not just spooky songs, but entire albums. The movie is really good. So is the original comic. There are some sensitive, dark themes due to the author's depression of losing his girlfriend due to an accident. At least it makes it personal. I don't necessarily mind sensitive themes. I'll like look up some content warnings though because sometimes I do have a limit with certain things, but like as long as it's executed well, I generally don't care. Like it's not a problem. I may not read it again cuz like okay, here's my thing. I have this thing where I can handle dark themes, but I can handle it one time. Like I'm not. I like the Joker movie. I respect it. Well, I semi respect it. I now have some problems with it. I have some contentions with it. But but even though I respect it and stuff, I'm not watching it ever again. I'm not watching that a second time because it was a very miserable experience. Like it's art, but holy hell. I'm like, nigga, give the audience some space to breathe, please. I want to live. For your life. Go say let's goodbye. If anybody likes Worth the Kids, you know the guy who made Big Top Burger. I would strongly recommend listening to his cover of this. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but somebody might like it because I just want to see Worth the Kids prosper, even if I don't like all his stuff. I really like his cover of the song Nightmare though. Um, there's a song called Nightmare in this album, and he did a cover of it in the style of like a Nightmare on Elm Street type beat. It's a shame that it's not on the It's a shame it's not on Spotify. I feel like it has a right to exist. I'll play the Nightmare song. Like this is Kim's version of it. And this one is really good, but I kind of like the intensity and the like how Worth the Kids started it. It was very quiet, and then you like get punched when the song like picks up, not picks up, speed wise, but picks up in like the volume and whatnot. I agree with the whole seeing something dark once and that's it because I can't really watch it a second time. Yeah, because like some shit, it be sad. And even though it's cinema and I respect the craft, I don't want to engage with that ever again. especially when especially when it's like media like that. I'll remember it vividly. Or if I do watch it, it'll just be in clips, like in sections. I'm trying to make sure that there aren't any other components to this outfit. Because, like, I'm technically already stripping some things from this outfit. Because I feel like there were a little bit too many details. Like, I believe. Shit. But I really like his rendition of the song "Tell Me It's a Nightmare." Like it has more of a rock feel to it, and the sort of Freddy Krueger type type styling of it. Like it plays like it plays like something that'll play in the end credits of a nightmare adaptation, which I personally find cool. I don't even like Nightmare on Elm Street like that. I just think that'll fit. Like I listen, I've seen Freddy versus Jason on accident because I was like 5 years old trying to find SpongeBob at my auntie's house, and I was unfortunate to like find it, and I couldn't like change the channel because it got stuck, and I ended up being traumatized. I'm like, damn it, not Kelly Rowland. I will say I watch The Crow sometimes because it only takes some elements of the comic and it has pretty good action and cinematography. Okay, I'll consider watching it. Cause I gotta get into. I can't say that I'm into film and then not watch it. I just gotta make time. Gotcha. I'll listen to that. Cause there have been times, honestly, me listening to soundtracks is like the easiest way for me to engage with film. I still haven't seen Oppenheimer, but I've listened to the soundtrack because I think that Can You Hear the Music is immaculate. Especially, I love the arpeggios. I'm a sucker for arpeggiation with the digga 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 digga. Let's see. I'm trying to see how to incorporate the studs on this vest because I think they should be added. I'm just not quite sure how to incorporate it. Dun, 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 dun. This is like him. Also, sorry if I don't respond quickly. I'm playing some casual for. Oh, that's more than fine. You see what I'm doing. Sometimes I go dead silence because I'm focused. I'm actually considering having a what is it? I'm considering having a sticky note that says focus mode so people don't think that I'm like ignoring them. Not moving back now. I can't be safe. And then this next life you'll remember me. Remember me. Think you'll tie it into the mic audio? Tie what into the mic audio? Tie what into the mic audio? Do do do. You'll remember me. Actually, did I add this song to my Nemo playlist? First time in my life, I'm not afraid. Anything, anything, any back now. I can't be saved. As you can see, I am jamming. So, something that bothers me about this song, I'm gonna have to look up like the translation of the lyrics because like some lyrics sound like they're in French and others sound like they're in German, and I'm like, ma'am, which is it? I'm scared. I'm not scared. I can never be scared of. You can never make me scared of no damn European. But I'm just like I just want to know which because I'm like half translating in my mind because I partially know French. Uh, See, I guess punk vest with nails and lapel. I'll improvise it later. Actually, no. I'll do it in the web pen. Okay. I'm gonna send this off for finalization. Give me just a minute. Hold on. Give me a minute. Hold on. The web tees. Everybody dies. We're gonna play something different. Like I love this song, but we gonna play something. I don't know what we playing. I was talking about. Did I talk about? We're gonna play my Discovery Weekly because I don't want to be like too introspective. Instead, this is introspective music. I feel this is music instead of shaking your ass to you have an existential crisis. Good news! I got number one place in the Fortnite match. I feel better. Congratulations! I get a message. Marcus Red. I'm going to save. Let's see. I'm going to. What time is it? What? It's been an hour and 25 minutes. I'm gonna switch to something else. Um, actually, before I switch to the PNG, because I didn't get to tell y'all, I'm making a new PNG model for next month. No, we're staying on art. I'm just making a PNG model, or the new PNG model. It's just that I have to prepare a little bit because I've been seeing some folks get their pages nuked for showing bare boob on the stream, and so I'm gonna keep myself safe by having like a sensor square up. Just give me just a moment to put it up. Because honestly, I don't. Twitch has some very hypocritical views. What I think happens is that it's not a problem until somebody reports it, and I don't know if I still have ops. Like technically, I did have ops at one point, right? I did have ops at one point because So first, what we're gonna do is a recolor because I feel like this is gonna be easy. The I already have the body base set up. I just gotta do some color swapping for it and add some details to the body because there's gonna be a skeletal structure underneath. As if I know how to draw a fucking skeleton. We're gonna pray. We're going to pray. I'll be like, did you pray today? Maybe. Let me find a concept art that I made. Let's see. Freckles. But yeah, I'm making a PNG model that will be for Halloween because we love spooky month. actually. Yeah, this is a better shade. Yeah, let me change the color of the palms. It just reminded me that I have to record the horror games, edit them, and upload them before October comes. Yeah! We all gotta get ready for Spooky Month. Or at least I would like to get ready for Spooky Month. I like Spooky Month. I like how the mannequin is the easiest part because I already did the hard part of drawing it. Although I do need to draw a different pose. But I got sick last Thursday with a cold and I'm recovering really quickly though. But I'll see if I'll start recording tonight or tomorrow. Okay, how about you, Mo? Hmm. I don't know what kind of design I'm gonna have for the. Yeah, it low key did because I'm cycling through the colors. Like a lot of this is just a palette swap, and the detailing will be more into like the clothing and hair. I'm already scaring the crap out of you, and it's not even October. I still gotta change the color of these eyelashes. Like, let me change the line art real quick. Yeah, you're already prepped and ready. And I haven't even brought out the biggest scares yet. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you already got the spookiness for October, and then Mother played, so something spooky was afoot. Hey, that crap! Did I delete that damn ruler? I deleted the damn ruler. I gotta use the symmetry ruler. Let's see, where's the symmetry tool? Okay, I'm making new eyes. But yeah, um, for those who are wondering about like the inspiration for this look, actually, let me go ahead and fix these lips because it's bothering me. I want to live showing all layers. Default says closed. Pretty much I'm making a sort of Hades esque type look, sort of. Well, sort of like it's semi inspired by Hades because I'm going to have like a chiton on, which is like the short toga like things. Also, Jayla, do you have any horror mediums that you recommend I look into? I always have my thing with John Carpenter's The Thing, Aliens, etc. Even some horror games you recommend for next Halloween that I can play. Let's see, some horror media that I really like. I love Nope. I love Nope. Nope is one of my favorites of all the times. I recommend Guillermo del Toro's um, Twin Peaks. It's got some weird shit in it because it's Del Toro, but specifically it's like got incest in it. But it's like a romance thing, but like it's a dark. Okay, actually, I'm about to talk about something real quick because I'm about to talk about dark romance. Not Twin Peaks. Dang it, I Crimson Peaks. I keep getting the two mixed up because of the peak part. It's not Twin Peaks. It's Crimson Peak. But hold on, I'm about to say something real quick. Um, I hate the dark fiction. Not dark fiction. I hate. How do I say this? Okay, so I'm about to say something controversial, but I hate dark romance as a genre. Um, because I feel lied to. Whenever I think of dark romance, I think of like two serial killers who are killing people for date night, right? I think of two survivors in a zombie apocalypse setting finding love with each other, right? That's what I think of when I think of romance. I think of romance with dark content in it. But whenever there's like stuff on Book Talk, like stuff by Colleen fucking Hoover or any other person who claims that they're making dark romance, it's just stuff made for sexually repressed mediocre white women, and I'm tired. I'm bored. It's not a thing romantic about the thing that's going on. The only reason why it's considered romantic is because the dude who is shown to be emotionally incompetent is conventionally attractive. You want to know some actual dark romance? I'm going to point you to some film that actually live by those values, right? There's Candyman, the original one, the original one, not the one that was done by Nia DaCosta and Jordan Peele with Yahya Abdul Mateen, but the original one with a white woman in it and Tony Todd. Um, because it doesn't start as romance at first, but it does shift to that. Then I would recommend um what's his name? Francis Coppola, Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, which came out in 1993 with Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves. And I would recommend Crimson Peak by Guillermo del Toro. That's dark romance because those are movies that actually have romance in it, but with a lot of dark elements to it. Because like it's toxic relationships or it's one-sided dark romance that's like destructive or somebody's lying in it. I thought dark romance was about dark elements from two characters like a werewolf and a vampire. See, that would make sense, but no, no, it's just abuse. It's just abuse. It's just abuse. No, you want some actual dark romance? Go watch some film. Technically, Interview with the Vampire would count, the TV show, because a lot of people don't like the movie because of Brad Pitt being afraid to be a little gay. But I don't respect Anne Rice in any regard, so I tend to not recommend it. Like, if you want to see good acting, yeah, but as a hater of Anne Rice, I refuse to engage with it. Like I don't respect it. It goes against my morals as a self-respecting black person. I hate Anne Rice. Where the brows? Okay, she ain't got no eyebrows. It does have to do with dark aesthetics, but the problem is that like the dark aesthetics is just abuse, and I feel like that's lame. Like it's just romanticized abuse. There's nothing romantic. Yeah. Although I don't necessarily mind romance where it's like the other person being terrible because I'm gonna be so for real. Candyman and Dracula 1993 are exactly that, but like the girl escapes, sorta. Like the reason why I call it dark romance is because it has romantic elements to it, but of course there's like threatening undertones, but it's not like done in a way that romanticizes the situation. I get that. Although I am tired of the vampire and werewolf thing, especially as a sapphic, because like a lot of lesbians have been getting on my damn nerves. A lot of lesbian artists have been getting on my damn nerves by making interspecies relationships, and it's always like the darker skinned one being the damn werewolf and the lighter skinned one being the vampire. I'm bored. I just want entirely different monsters, so I don't have to even think about that. I'm also tired of like the monopoly that vampires and werewolves sort of have on like monster romance stuff. Like, give me a yokai or something. Or if you're gonna do vampires and werewolves, do other cultural interpretations of it. Shit, I'm bored. Can you tell that I'm a Can't you tell that I am a beast that is trapped in my enclosure without any stimulation, and it's turned me into a hater? But no, those are the three recommendations of horror. Um, Crimson Peak is not my favorite. I don't care about it that much, but like since I ended up going into the topic of dark romance because I wanted to share my thesis, that film is a better medium for dark romance because there's more examples of it that are actually enjoyable to me. know I got another screenshot. I know I gotta save us an old sketch that I made because I can't. I don't know what the eyelashes look like. Profile. Save image as. The belt on the pants. I got the message from Damien back. I'm pretty much gonna spend all month. Like I'm probably gonna do nothing but art streams this month, just so I can be on time with my model. Not that it'll take too long. I like Candyman because the bees can harm people if they were threatened. Also, the history of abuse of the man that tortured every. Oh, the bees weren't in danger. Um, so remember how earlier I was talking about the kill count? I don't know if you were here. That bees can harm people if they were threatened. Oh, because of the concept. I thought you were talking about like the bees possibly being harmed. Nah, because I did see earlier I was talking about the kill count and how they go over the behind the scenes. I learned through the kill count that they had actual bees on the set of Candyman because they had like a beekeeper and some animal rights activists on site to like act as consultants during the during the film. Oh yeah, I really like Kill Count because it shows what happened to the characters that didn't make it or that weren't on screen. Yeah, and like learning about the behind the scenes of horror movies, it actually helped me to be less afraid of horror, so I can engage and appreciate it better. Because like I used to have really bad nightmares as a kid, but now I can like engage with horror media and stuff. Because like okay, I could watch stuff like Tim Burton and whatnot because the point of like it was kid horror, and I think what made me like kid horror a lot better was that is that you actually get to you had a better chance of defeating the monsters. I think that kid horror tends to be more um optimistic because it's important to tell kids that monsters exist but they can be defeated, so that helps. The cave where a group of women go spelunking. Yeah, I think you spelled it right. I know about the cave, how they're dealing with the cave people, and how one of the characters was going through trauma from losing her son and husband in like a terrible car accident. And that's why usually the horror that I tend to gravitate towards is action horror. So I like the Predator movies. I like Resident Evil. It's so sad because like I'm eating mixed struggles as a Resident Evil fan who got into the franchise through Resident Evil 7 because we can never have another Resident Evil 7 because people are too scared. Like, did you know that the reason why Resident Evil 8 was made the way that it was because folks got too scared to play 7, and that's why it wasn't all that successful. I think the issue was that they went spelunking without a guide. They just went by themselves, which is fucking stupid. You're not a professional. And I think they went to the wrong place anyways. Cause like, okay, I got into Resident Evil through Resident Evil 7, so I had this idea that the rest of the franchise was like that, but no, it wasn't at all. I only love when Resident Evil 8 was scary because of that one dollhouse with the, yeah, because like they intentionally made Lady D and her daughters like easy to go against because they wanted the player to associate with them with comfort, and I think that was like stupid. I understand the concept, but I think it was dumb. Um, I think that the players should be as uncomfortable as possible. Yeah, let's take that. Yeah. Let's see. Also, I'm playing Silent Hill 1 on the PS1. Gonna finish it for all. I gotta say, I'm actually nervous and scared of that game, and it sucks that Konami canceled PT. That's unfortunate. There's nothing more sad than a canceled gaming project. Okay, this is sufficient. Like, PT has the collaboration of Kojima. They just threw it all away. Yeah. And I'm just thinking about, like, cancellation of projects, lost media, and whatnot. Especially with what happened with the Internet Archive. I'm still pissed about, like, we gotta get rid of capitalism because, like, I feel like this IP control and all this other kind of stuff is destroying media, like, the culture of it is making it very unbearable. Let me change the line art head. Where's the mouth? Instead of closed, it needs to be opened. I'm going to make the. I'm going to change the. Hmm, I stopped mid thought. What was I thinking about again? I was thinking of canceled projects and all of this hyper IP control and how Anna Wave got taken down. So now I gotta find another site to watch Golden Kamuy on. Y'all are gonna be victims of my autism. Because I will keep talking about Golden Kamuy in these streams because that's what I'm into right now and I'm having a good day. Um, Mouse. Open. I'm going to change the teeth a little bit and make it more. Shit. Wrong tool. Think that commercial, economic, and intellectual property laws have to be completely changed because at some point we're gonna lose some. Yeah, I feel like I'm now at the school where copyright should not exist because my issue with copyright is that it's corporate control. I feel like artists should be able to own the work that they make, and it should be like a good faith thing where you're giving credit and stuff. I understand copyright in the sense because pretty much I don't like corporate control of media. It's one thing to have copyright where it's like personal control of one's own work because we want to acknowledge artists and the labor that they did to entertain us, but I don't want a damn company to do it because like you only own it because you did the bare minimum of giving people something. There are cases where artists don't get any residuals for their work in art. Yeah, and that's part of the problem. I don't like it. That's why I was like adamant when I was working on this one video game project. It was an indie thing that unfortunately did not get to fall through. But we had this system where whatever work you made, you owned it to do whatever you wanted with it. You just had to have a disclaimer that like this is your thing and not like affiliated with the group as a whole. Because some of us made our own characters and stuff as a part of the project. His album Thriller still made millions, and the company made more than him. Yeah, that sucks. I think about how like a lot of people say that hip hop is one of the few remaining bastions of black music that's still distinctly black, but that's like half and half because even though our face hasn't been taken away from the genre, a lot of black people, a lot of black artists do not own the means of production. I think that's probably one of the reasons why Prince had some beef with MJ because Prince owned his masters. Yeah, I also think that Prince was part a little bit of it was the homophobia because I remember how they were gonna collab with Bad with the Yo Bud Is Mine and he said that was too gay and I'm like Prince. It's unfortunate he got indoctrinated into that cult. Oh yeah, watch Midsummer. I like Midsummer. I respect Midsummer. I will never watch an Ari Aster film twice though. Remember when we were talking about stuff that's too uncomfortable to watch? I'm not. I don't know what Ari Aster has experienced, but holy crap, can he channel feelings of despair? Nah, I'll make the tongue blue. Or maybe make the tongue black. Yeah, we're making the tongue black. Oh, what was I thinking about again? I was thinking of Prince and indoctrination into a cult, and then I mentioned Midsummer. It's because Midsummer, of course, deals with getting into a cult. I consider Midsummer and Hereditary to be sister films because Midsummer deals with getting into a cult, whereas Hereditary deals with trying to get out of it, right? And I think that Midsummer, the film itself, isn't scary to me. To me, Midsummer itself isn't scary. It's more like the meta response to it because, like, seeing a bunch of white women online and coming out the theater saying that they were happy for Danny with what happened to her, I'm like, holy crap. Like, Ari Aster was too good at depicting, like, how to get into a cult. And I think that the issue was that a lot of white female audiences, they related a lot to Danny, the protagonist, in her situation, that they didn't see what was happening to her as wrong because they like related to her feelings of despair and stuff. And that's like both really good directing that you could create a relatable experience to a specific demographic that identifies directly with the thing. I'm sorry, who are you? Sad. I think the Also about the whole thing that rap is the last bastion of black music. I remember my dad telling me that some of the genres that black people made took white people to participate, that they became a well-known genre, and that kind of saddens me because while I value history of creation in music, I believe that people can join and create. I don't think that it was actually white people who made it mainstream because it was already very popular in the sense that people liked the sound of it. They just needed white people in order to like sell it visually because people like the sound and then they banned it because I need to block this person. Hold on. Okay, I banned this person because I was just like, what? No, I get it though. I get what you were saying. Um, I need to make the eyes something like maybe add a glow to it. I don't know what to do. If I could get the eyes done, then okay. I think I know what to do. Details. But no, it is terrible that people can devalue something just because it's not in a desirable demographic. Like the fact that what we have to offer isn't considered desirable. Like it's irritating. Big example of that is Elvis. He was singing, but the lyrics were written by black. Yep. At least folks like Johnny Cash gave inspiration or gave credit, and then I think it was also who else gave credit to the people. Some British rock stars give credit to black rock and rollers for the blues movement that happened in the UK. Cause Sister Rosetta Tharpe, um she's often revered for her guitar playing because her guitar playing heavily influenced that. I'm gonna add a glow. Hmm. David Bowie also gave credit. Well, no, he wasn't a part of that movement. The UK blues movement, it happened in the 60s. David Bowie didn't become much of a thing until the 70s, like late 70s when glam rock started. Actually, I like this empty look. How it was ridiculous that MTV wasn't showing any black musician in their channel. I think that was before MJ did his short films for his music. Yeah, and as he should, because holy shit. Some things we should not. It's sad that it takes endorsement, but at least there was like musical solidarity, you know? Add glow. And then add glow. Ooh. Um, I don't think that I can add a glow to this, or I can't add a glow of this color. Hold on. Uh, or would it even stand out that well? David Bowie. Oh, I already read it. I'm trying to see. But having these conversations with you is pretty calming and also makes me more open to learn about several things. Aw, I appreciate that. I'm always happy to bring in an enlightening experience to my stream. This might work. It's giving anglerfish. which is something. We'll see how this goes. I'm glad to have these conversations with you, Jayla. Thank you for being chill, awesome, and creative, and also fun. Aw, thank you. I try. Let's see. I need to make makeup. I might finish the makeup today, but I'm so happy. Let's see. Let's start with eyeliner. Actually, no. Let's start with blush. But no, thank you so much. Like I may be accepting this awkwardly, but like I genuinely appreciate the appreciation. Because sometimes I worry that I could be a little bit too dry when it comes to streams and stuff, but I'm glad that you enjoyed the experience. I tried my best. Let's see, I need to add the eye bags. Let's see. Eye bags, please. I want to live. Ooh, it's too big. I need a fine point, please, for the love of Jesus. No, it doesn't matter. No, it does, because I put it there. And I liked how it looked. It doesn't look right. It doesn't matter. No, I want the eye bags. Damn it, please. I just want to be good. I want to get good at art. I want to experiment and do other things, please. I'm having a hard time. Okay, I'm okay. I was just okay. Like okay, I was humming along to this, and even though that's not even the right song to hum along to, there's this other horror recommendation that I'm gonna make is this one musical called Nerdy Prudes Must Die, which is from Star Kid Productions. They are the ones who made the thing, the man who's afraid to, the dude who doesn't like musicals. They made the musical The Man Who Doesn't Like Musicals, which is um which is like this invasion of the body snatchers type thing, which is about this guy who doesn't like musicals, and these aliens that are taking over are causing people to spontaneously break into song, and he has to save the town. And Nerdy Prudes Must Die is like a spin-off of the same town, but it takes place like further in the future. And it's about these nerds who try to prank their bully, and it goes terribly wrong, and he ends up dead and ends up resurrecting as a vengeful spirit who's trying to kill them. So now they got to deal with this shit. So like that's another horror recommendation. I'm sorry that I'm not recommending any horror games. I'll just say look at what Manly Badass here. I guess depending on what kind of horror games do you like? Do you like visual novels or something? I would recommend Cooking Companions, which is which is about these friends who are stranded due to the rain, and they end up having a hard time because of the malevolent Baba Yaga type spirit that's living in the house. Oh, the design is actually higher than the brows. I would also recommend Save the Princess, which is this one multi-route game where no, it's not called Save the Princess. It's called Slay the Princess, where you are this hero who's charged to slay a princess who's apparently not all that she seems. Also, I don't know if Tit Starved is gonna come out. That's another visual novel, by the way. I would also recommend Bonnie's Bakery, which is um which is a game where you play as this baker who's killing members of her neighborhood in order to maintain her business. Hmm. Um, Hold on, let me go back. Come in. See, the whole plot being the town suddenly starts reminding me of this historic incident of European town. Oh, that's crazy. That's interesting. but also terrifying because holy crap. Um, let's see. Open, close. Me blur. No. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, I just looked. It was called the Dancing Plague Epidemic of 1518 that happened in Strasbourg, France. Huh. That's interesting and terrifying. Imagine being cursed to never stop shaking ass. You can't even take breaks. Let's see. I kind of hate how big I made these damn eyelids because now it's hard to make eyelid. Maybe. Like it looks good while the eyes are open, right? But the problem is when the eyes are closed, it looks a hot ass mess. We'll just stop it right here because it's hard. And also, it's late at night. I gotta wash my hair. I think that we, ended at a decent part. Okay, we're gonna end this here. So thank you so much to everybody who showed up today. We managed to get a lot done, sorta. Um. Oh yeah, I know about the ride thing where folks thought that they were werewolves and stuff. Yeah, and it could have been another fungal base disease that happened. But it's whatever. But I appreciate everybody who showed up. We managed to get a lot done. It was nice to get back in the groove of drawing again, and it was nice to start working on my PNG. I'm so excited for y'all to see how it goes because I do aspire to add like maybe two toggles to it in addition to the outfit itself. We'll see. But that'll be it for today. Y'all have a good evening. This is super chill and calm stream. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. But I hope y'all have a good evening. Stay above the water.